händer, my fellow Swedes? Idag ska jag prata om Moderaterna. Varsågod. The moderates are the head party in the Alliansen, which I already don't like just based off of their name. It sounds like a bunch of political parties trying to be some Swedish Avengers or something. Out of all the political parties, the moderates definitely suck America's dick the hardest. In fact, at Almedalen this year, they had a big sign that said Nya M, which I believe stood for Nya Murica. I believe their party leader, Fredrik Reinfeldt, only has no hair because George Bush once told him it would be funny if he looked like a bald eagle, and Reinfeldt didn't want to let him down. Just like the Americans that they wish they were so badly, the moderates believe that power shouldn't be in the government's hands, but rather in the hands of greedy people. Like when they decided to privatize Sweden's pharmacies when they took power. Which is really great because, when you're looking for life-saving medicine, it's really good to have a bunch of for-profit corporations all competing for your business. Hello, birth control, very good price. Birth control, very good price. Hello, birth control, very good price. The moderates also decided that it would be best for Sweden to start charging foreigners to study here. Because we all know there's so many Chinese engineering students who are just dying to drop 500k to study in fucking Umeå. The moderate party leader, Fredrik Reinfeldt, is also the Swedish Prime Minister, who I was shocked to learn went through a divorce as PM. Now, as an American, we would never let this shit happen. I mean, Bill Clinton went on trial for impeachment for getting his dick sucked, and the Secret Service still won't let Hillary anywhere near a divorce paper. But during this year's Almedalen, Reinfeldt had to pause his speech because he was interrupted by a bunch of topless women running after him. Which really shows you can't keep the Swedish bitches off the feld. But Reinfeldt was a very vigilant leader. For instance, he once called an emergency press conference after someone threw an apple at a game of his favorite football team. Which goes to show, if you want change in Sweden, just bring some jordgubbar to a Djurgården game and start tossing. However, I do have just one criticism of Fredrik Reinfeldt, and it's that his son is the biggest fucking brat in all of Sweden. He's been caught going to clubs underage, he posts racist shit on his social media, and he's got in street fights for being a racist fuck. He's basically Sweden's Justin Bieber without any talent at all. And you know what they say, racists aren't born, they're taught. So, what the fuck's going on, Fredrik? One of the superstars of the moderate party is Carl Bildt, the foreign minister, and the Swedish version of Dick Cheney. Not only is he part of the Bilderberg group, but based on his name, it seems like his ancestors might have founded it. Or if you believe that Carl Bildt is a Illuminati lizard scum like I do, he might have founded it himself. Like Dick Cheney, Carl Bildt is a successful businessman. He once served on the board of a company called Lundin Oil, who was accused of crimes against humanity for slaughtering people in the third world, which again is a great example of why power is best in the hands of the people. I do have one criticism of Carl Bildt, which has to do with his personal life. He doesn't seem to have the most loving relationship with his wife Maria. It seems kind of like a fake political House of Cards type relationship where they haven't fucked in 15 years. I don't know if I trust Carl Bildt to keep up relations with China and Russia if he can't even have relations with his wife's dried up pussy. Another totally down-to-earth and non-elitist member of the moderates is Finance Minister Anders Borg, who's turning into quite the hunk, if I might say so myself. During his younger years, Borg was a radical neoliberal who thought that everything should be privatized and society's tax dollars should be used like gambling chips in Vegas. I suspect that this philosophy was influenced by that weekend he spent with the Wolf of Wall Street doing mountains of cocaine and fucking strippers on piles of cash. Anders Borg is beloved by all of Sweden for helping the country pull through the financial crisis of 2008. Though I'm not sure I'm really buying this. It seems to me that it was more like the traditional socialist policies of Sweden that saved its economy, and then Anders Borg was just in power, so he took all of the credit. Oh yeah, that was totally me. I saved the whole fucking country. I was working night and day, just privatizing away, neoliberalism all the way. That's what saved us. Now, even though I'm American and I should love the moderates' policies, I do have a few doubts about them. For instance, at Almedalen this year, Reinfeldt talked about how most of Sweden thinks that the schools are shit, but that he personally believes in them. Now, I can't really speak on this issue personally, so I thought we should ask one of Sweden's brightest students if they believe in Sweden's schools.
No, they're fucking shit.
Okay then. In conclusion, if you want Sweden to be more like the flawless democracy that is America, and you want to undo decades of social progress, then the moderates might be the party for you. You might not be able to vote for Obama and his drone wars, but at least you can vote for Reinfeldt and his Illuminati posse. Remember, Sweden, let's keep it private. Unless it's from the NSA, you sneaky little socialists, you. Tack for watching my expert American opinion on Moderaterna. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more expert American opinions on the Swedish political parties. And remember, cash rules everything around me. Cream, faux pengarna, kroner bills, y'all.